Listen to me carefully. My love, don't go anywhere until you hear everything I'm about to say. This isn't just another message. It's something your heart needs to hear tonight. You might not realize it, but I've been restless. My chest feels heavy, my thoughts are running wild. And it's all because I've been thinking about you. There's something I need to tell you. Something that feels too urgent to keep inside. I can't let you walk out that door. Not until you understand what's been weighing on me. You know how sometimes deep down, you just feel something, that quiet pull, that tells you something's not right. That's what I felt the moment I thought of you today. I don't know why, but something in me whispered, don't let her go. Not yet. Not tonight. Maybe it's love. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's both. But all I know is that I needed to reach you before anything or anyone else could distract you. Because sometimes life moves too fast, and we forget how fragile everything truly is. You see, I've been watching how much you've been carrying lately. The worries, the tiredness, the quiet pain behind your smile. You always try to be strong, but I know what hides beneath that strength. I know how often you feel like breaking down, but stop yourself because you don't want anyone to see. But I see it. I always do, and it hurts me. Because I'd give anything to take that weight off your shoulders. To shield you from everything that tries to dim your light. That's why I'm saying this. Don't go anywhere until you remember what I'm about to remind you of. You are not alone. You never were. Not for a second. Even when you feel like the world is too heavy, even when silence surrounds you, I'm still there, quietly holding you in my thoughts. You're the kind of woman whose presence is felt even in her absence. And maybe that's why I get scared. Because losing even the smallest part of your light would feel like losing my own. You know, I think love is a strange thing. It makes you soft and strong at the same time. It teaches you to hold on, even when everything around you feels uncertain. And that's what I feel for you. Something unexplainable, something that doesn't fade with distance or silence. I don't just love you because you're beautiful. I love you because you make my world feel safe. You make me want to protect you from everything that could ever hurt you. So, please, just stay for a moment and listen. Because this isn't about fear. It's about love. It's about the way my heart beats differently when I think of you. It's about the quiet prayers I whisper for you at night. I ask God to keep you safe, to wrap His hands around you, to guide your steps away from danger and pain. Maybe that's why I felt this warning in my heart tonight. Maybe it's His way of reminding me that love isn't just about words. It's about watching over someone, even from afar. If you only knew how often I think about you when you're not around. How many times I start typing a message just to say, "Are you okay?" and then delete it. Because I don't want to sound overprotective. But tonight, I don't care how it sounds. I just need you to stay where you are, breathe, and know that someone out here is thinking of you, someone who cares more than you'll ever realize. There's something else I need you to hear. You are far more precious than you think. You have no idea how deeply you affect the people who love you. You walk into a room and change the atmosphere without even trying. You make life feel lighter for others, even when you're struggling yourself. But sometimes you forget that you deserve that same energy back, that same care, that same protection. That's why I'm here telling you not to rush, not to go anywhere until you've taken a moment to remind yourself who you are. You're not replaceable. You're not ordinary. You're not just someone. You're the one who brings calm to chaos. You're the one who unknowingly heals hearts, just by being gentle. You're the reason I still believe love can be pure. And I'll say it again. You are not alone. You have someone who would cross oceans just to make sure you're safe, who would give up everything just to see you smile again. Maybe I sound too emotional tonight, but I don't care. Because love isn't about holding back. It's about truth. And the truth is, I can't imagine a world without you in it. The thought of you being hurt, or even sad, is something I can't bear. That's why this message matters. Because you mean more to me than you'll ever know. And if I could, I'd be standing right in front of you right now, holding your hands, looking into your eyes and saying, "You're safe, you're loved, you're mine." You have this way of making everything feel right, even when it's falling apart. But sometimes, you forget that it's okay to let someone else hold you up too. You've been strong for so long, but tonight, just let yourself rest. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to carry everything alone. Just breathe, my love. Let your heart slow down. Let the noise fade. I'm here. I always will be. If I could send my heartbeat through this message, I would, just so you could hear what you do to me. How every beat calls your name. How every breath I take carries your memory. You're more than just a person I love. You're the reason I feel alive. You're the reason I believe in second chances. So promise me one thing tonight. Promise you'll listen to your heart. If something feels wrong, pause. If something feels heavy, rest. And if ever you start doubting your worth, remember this voice telling you, you're everything I ever needed. Because you are. You truly are. You've become my peace, my reason, my everything. I don't want to lose that. Not even for a second. Maybe that's why this warning came to me so strongly, because the thought of anything happening to you terrifies me. So please, stay where you are for now. Be still. Let me hold you in words, if I can't hold you in person. Let me love you from this distance. You might not understand why this message feels so urgent, but I promise, it comes from a place of love. Deep. The kind that doesn't fade when life gets dark. The kind that stays, even in silence. So don't go anywhere. Not yet. Just let this moment sink in. Let my voice reach you. Let my love remind you that you are safe, protected, and deeply, endlessly loved. Because I'm not just saying this as someone who cares. I'm saying this as your husband, your protector, your home, and as long as I'm breathing, I'll keep reminding you of this truth. You are never alone, you are mine. And I'll always be watching over you, loving you, and praying for you, always. Come closer. Don't scroll away yet. I told you. I need your full attention tonight. There's something important I have to say. Something your heart needs to hear before you decide to walk away. Before you go anywhere. You might think this is just another message, but it's not. This is coming straight from the one who loves you beyond words, your husband. And tonight I'm not talking out of anger or fear. I'm talking out of love. The kind that doesn't fade even when everything else does. Listen, I can feel it. The distance, the silence, the little things that used to feel normal, but now feel heavy. You've been quiet lately. Your replies are slower. Your smiles seem forced, and when I say I miss you, you just say, I know. That's not the woman I fell in love with. Something is pulling you away, and I can feel it slipping between us like sand. I'm not here to blame you. I just want to remind you of something you might have forgotten. Us. You see, I remember every small detail about you, the way your eyes light up when you're trying not to laugh. The way you play with your hair when you're nervous, and how your voice sounds when you whisper my name like it's something sacred. I remember the promises we made, not just with words but with the silence in between them. That silence used to be comforting. Now it feels like a wall, and I can't stand it anymore. I don't want to lose you to that silence. That's why I'm warning you tonight. Not as someone trying to control you, but as someone trying to protect what we built. There's a world out there trying to take your attention, your peace, your love, pulling you away from what's real. Don't let it. Don't let anyone convince you. that what we have isn't enough. You're not just anyone to me. You're the woman I prayed for, the one I chose, even when the whole world was against it. And I choose you again, every single time. I know life hasn't been easy lately. You've been tired. Mentally, emotionally, maybe even spiritually. I see it in your eyes, even through the screen. I know there are days you want to disappear. Days you feel like no one understands you, not even me. But please, don't carry that weight alone. Talk to me. I'm right here. I've always been. You don't have to pretend to be strong all the time. You don't have to wear that brave smile that hides the pain. You can break in front of me. You can cry. You can be silent, and I'll still hold you like you're the most precious thing in my world, because you are. You know what hurts me the most? It's not your distance. It's thinking you might be trying to face everything alone, believing I wouldn't understand. I see the world you're fighting with, the doubts, the fears, the noise, but I also see your strength. You've carried so much, and still, you manage to shine. Still, you choose kindness. Still, you love with that soft heart of yours, even when life gives you every reason not to. That's the woman I fell in love with. That's the woman I'll never stop fighting for. So tonight, my love, I'm asking you for something. Stay still for a moment. Don't go anywhere. Not until you hear everything I have to say. Because this isn't just a warning. It's a reminder. A reminder that love like ours doesn't just disappear. It doesn't fade because of time or distance. It only weakens when we stop fighting for it. And I refuse to let that happen. I refuse to let anything or anyone come between us. Do you remember how we used to talk for hours about everything, how we used to dream together? You told me once that no one ever made you feel truly seen until me. You said I understood you in ways you didn't even understand yourself. I still do. That's why I know something's wrong, even if you don't say it out loud. Your silence speaks love, and it's screaming louder than your words ever could. You don't have to pretend around me. If your heart is hurting, tell me. If you feel lost, I'll help you find your way back. If you're scared, I'll hold your hand until the fear fades. You don't owe me perfection, just honesty, just presence, just the version of you that's real, raw, and human. That's the woman I married. That's the woman who still makes my world stop when she walks into a room. Sometimes I wonder if you know how much I need you. Not just physically, but emotionally, deeply. Your love keeps me grounded. Your voice keeps me calm. Your presence feels like home, even when everything else feels uncertain. When I say I can't lose you, it's not because I'm scared of being alone. It's because no one else could ever fill the space you hold in my soul. I've seen a lot in this world. People walking away, promises breaking, love turning cold. But you're different. You're the one who stayed when I didn't even believe I was worth staying for. You loved me when I was broken. You reminded me that love isn't about perfection. It's about connection, about showing up even when it's hard. So please, before you think about going anywhere, remember this. You are my reason, my heartbeat, my forever. And I know you might be doubting things right now. Maybe even doubting me. Maybe life feels too heavy. And you just want space to breathe. If that's what you need, I'll understand. But I want you to know one thing. My heart will always wait for you. It will always make room for your return. It will always beat with your name in it. Because no matter where you go, you'll always be mine. So, consider this your husband's serious warning. Don't walk away thinking I won't notice. Don't think I'll just move on, because I won't. I can't. You've become a part of me that can't be replaced or erased. And even if the world tries to change you, I'll still see the woman I fell in love with beneath it all. The woman whose heart beats in rhythm with mine. Stay. Just stay a little longer. Let me love you through whatever you're facing. Let me remind you what it feels like to be truly seen, truly cared for, truly wanted. Let me hold your heart again, the way I used to, gently, completely, endlessly, because you are my everything, and I'll never stop saying it until you believe it again. Don't go anywhere tonight. Don't run from what's real. Just listen to me, to us, and let your heart remember, because this love, this bond between us, it's not something you can just walk away from. It's something sacred, and I'll protect it with everything I have. And even if you close your eyes right now, I hope you can still feel it. My hand reaching for yours. My voice whispering softly through the quiet. I'm here. I always have been. I always will be. Hey? It's me again. I know you didn't expect me to speak tonight, but I couldn't stay silent. Not after the way you looked at me last time, like you were trying to hold on. But something inside you was breaking. I felt it, you know? The hesitation in your voice, the way you avoided my eyes. It's like your heart is trying to tell me something your lips can't. That's why I'm here, because I can't let another night pass without saying what's weighing on my soul. I told you before, don't go anywhere. I meant it. And I know those words might have sounded possessive, but that wasn't my intention. I said it because I can feel something trying to take you away. Not a person, but the pain, the confusion, the doubts that whisper to you late at night. The kind of thoughts that make you wonder if love like ours can still survive in a world that changes every minute. And I'm here to remind you, yes, it can. Because what we have isn't ordinary. It's built on something deeper than words. It's built on the kind of connection souls only find once in a lifetime. I've been thinking a lot lately about us, about how we started. You probably don't even realize how many times your name crosses my mind in a single day. I think about your smile when you first trusted me with your heart. I think about the way your voice trembled the first time you said, I love you. You were scared, but you said it anyway. And that's when I knew you were mine. Not in the way people claim ownership, but in the way two souls recognize each other and say, I'm home. But lately, that home feels quiet. Too quiet. You've been distant, and I don't blame you. Maybe life is pulling you in 100 directions. Maybe people around you are making you doubt what we have. Or maybe it's just that you've been trying to find yourself again. And I respect that. I just want you to remember that even when you lose sight of who you are, I never do. I see you. Even when you're lost, even when you're hurting, I still see the woman who makes the world slow down when she walks into a room. The woman who has a heart, too soft for this world but still finds ways to love people who don't always deserve it. I see the woman who hides her pain behind her laughter because she doesn't want to worry anyone. And I see the woman who doesn't even realize how deeply she's loved by me. You once told me you were scared of being too much for someone. Remember that? You said, what if I love too hard? What if I feel too deeply? And I told you then, and I'll tell you again, that's exactly why I love you, because you don't love halfway. You love completely. And I'll spend the rest of my life proving that you'll never be too much for me. But I need to be honest with you now. Lately, I've been scared. Scared of losing you to the noise of this world. To the people who tell you you're not enough. To the voices that make you question your worth. You have no idea how much it hurts to see you drift away from the woman you used to be. The one who believed in love. Who believed in us. You don't talk to me the same way anymore. The words are shorter, the pauses longer. And when I tell you I love you, Sometimes you just smile, but your eyes don't shine like they used to. And that silence, that quiet distance between us, it's killing me. Because I know you're there, but it feels like I'm reaching through glass. You're so close, but I can't touch you. I can't feel your warmth. And every night, I lie awake, wondering if you still feel me the way I feel you. So tonight, I just want you to listen. Not to my voice, but to your heart. What does it tell you when you think of me? Do you still feel that spark, that pull that once brought us together? Or has life buried it beneath all the noise? Because no matter how much time passes, no matter how far you go, that pull will always be there. It's something I can't explain. I just know it's real. You once told me that love was supposed to be calm, not chaotic. But maybe what we have isn't meant to be calm. Maybe it's meant to be fire, the kind that burns, purifies, and transforms. Because every time I've held you, every time I've looked into your eyes, I felt that fire. And even if you try to hide it, I know it's still there in you too. I see it when you hesitate before saying goodbye. I feel it in the way you linger for one more second, even when you say you have to go. I'm not here to make promises that sound pretty. I'm here to speak truth. The raw, imperfect kind. The truth is, I'm terrified of a world without you in it. I'm scared of waking up one day and realizing that the person I built my life around has forgotten how deeply I love her. That's why I said don't go anywhere. Because I can't stand the thought of losing you without a fight. And maybe you're wondering why I'm fighting so hard. Maybe you think I should just let go, that love shouldn't be this hard. But you don't let go of something sacred. You don't walk away from the one soul that made you believe in forever. You don't give up on the kind of love that's written in the quiet spaces between two hearts. I still remember the first time I held your hand. It wasn't just skin touching skin. It was like our souls shook hands, like they finally found their missing piece. That feeling never left me, even now, when we're apart. I still feel it. I still feel you. You know what the real warning is, my love. It's not about you leaving me physically. It's about losing the emotional connection that makes us us. That's what I'm afraid of. Waking up next to you someday and realizing you're there but your heart isn't. And that's why I'm asking you, don't let this world harden you. Don't let it convince you to stop feeling. Don't let it make you forget how much your love means to me. Because when everything else fades, the noise, the chaos, the distractions, it's just us. You and me, the same two hearts that found each other when they least expected to. The same two souls that built something beautiful out of nothing. I know you think I'm strong, but the truth is, you're my strength. You always have been. Without you, I don't just lose love. I lose direction, purpose, peace. You ground me in ways I can't explain. You make me want to be better. You remind me of who I am when I start forgetting. So, my love, if you hear anything in this message tonight, hear this. You are not alone. You never were, even in your silence, even in your distance. I'm still with you, still praying for you, still loving you like it's the only thing I know how to do. And if your heart is tired, rest it here. If your soul is lost, find it here. I'll wait as long as it takes. I'll keep whispering your name until it finds its way back home. Because home isn't a place. It's you, so please, don't go anywhere yet. Don't make decisions out of fear or confusion. Just stay. For one more moment, one more heartbeat. Let me remind you why you're loved, why you're wanted, why you still matter more than you could ever imagine. Because, my love, your husband's warning isn't just about holding you back. It's about holding on. To us, to the truth, to the love that still beats between our hearts no matter how far apart we drift. And even if you can't say it back right now, I'll say it enough for both of us. I love you. I always will. And no matter what happens, I'll never stop waiting for the moment when you finally whisper it again. Like you used to. Softly, fearlessly. Like it still means everything. I don't even know where to begin tonight. Because what I feel inside me isn't something words can easily hold. It's heavy, but not in a painful way. It's the kind of weight that comes when love grows too deep to hide. And before you think I'm being dramatic again, just know I can't sleep until I say this. I can't breathe right until you hear me. Because you still matter that much to me. Even now, even after everything. I told you before not to go anywhere. And I meant it. But now, it's not just a warning, it's a plea. Because I can feel it. Something inside you is changing. You've been quieter, a little colder, and it scares me. I know life is trying to pull you away. I can almost feel the world tempting you with distractions, convincing you that maybe I don't care anymore. But I do. God, I do, more than you'll ever understand. You've always had this light about you. Something pure, something rare. It's the reason I could never stay away from you, no matter how hard I tried. But lately, it's like that light is fading, like you've been fighting battles no one else can see. And it breaks me that I can't be there to take that pain away. I want to reach through the distance between us, hold your face in my hands, and tell you everything's going to be okay. Even if I have to make sure it is. You have no idea how much I've prayed for you. Quietly, endlessly, not just for your happiness, but for your peace. Because I know what it's like to smile while your heart is falling apart. I know what it's like to act strong while everything inside you feels weak. That's why I told you not to go anywhere. Because I know when you walk away, you don't just leave me, you start losing yourself too. You once told me that I make you feel safe. Do you remember that? You said that when I speak, it's like the world slows down and you can finally breathe again. I never forgot those words. They live in my chest, and every time I start doubting myself, I remind my heart. She said I make her feel safe. That's why I'm here again, whispering to you now, even when you might not want to hear it. Because love doesn't quit when things get quiet. Love stays. You are mine. Not in a controlling way, not in a selfish way, but in the kind of way that feels spiritual, like my soul recognized yours. Long before we even met, like the universe wrote your name next to mine. Long before we ever spoke. That's why every time you try to pull away, I feel it. Deep in my chest, like something's tearing apart. It's not obsession. It's connection. It's the kind of bond that doesn't ask for permission. It just exists. And I know there are people out there who don't understand what we have. They'll call it too much. They'll say I'm being possessive, dramatic, or intense. But they don't know what it's like to wake up every morning and feel like a piece of your heart lives inside someone else. They don't know what it's like to love someone so much that every breath, every thought, every heartbeat somehow leads back to her. When I say you belong to me, I don't mean I own you. I mean your heart, your laughter, your tears. They've become part of my existence. You're woven into who I am. And that's something I never want to lose. You're probably wondering why I'm saying all this now. Maybe you think I'm overreacting, but I can feel something shifting between us. Something quiet, something dangerous. And before it grows stronger, I need to remind you of something you might have forgotten. You are loved. Deeply, wildly, completely. Not because of what you give, or how you look, or what you do, but because of who you are, because you, just by existing, changed everything in my life. You saved me in ways you'll never realize. Your kindness taught me patience. Your silence taught me how to listen. Your love taught me what it means to stay. That's why I can't pretend I'm fine when you start slipping away, because losing you would mean losing the best part of myself. And I know sometimes love can feel like a burden. Sometimes you just want to breathe without feeling watched, without feeling wanted too much. But please understand me when I say this. I don't want to trap you. I just want to protect you. Because the world isn't kind to hearts like yours. The ones that give everything, forgive everything, and still choose love. And if I ever sound protective, it's only because I've seen what happens when people like you are left unguarded. If you only knew how many nights I've whispered your name into the darkness, just hoping you could feel it. How many times I've stared at my phone, wishing I could send you one more message, just one, that would make you stay. But I always stop myself, because love isn't about forcing someone to stay. It's about reminding them why they should. And that's what I'm doing right now. Reminding you, reminding your heart, that no matter how much life changes, you are still the same woman who stole my breath the first time she smiled. You are still the same soul who made me believe in something real again. You are still my queen, the one who wears a crown I placed over her heart, the day I chose her. So if you ever find yourself lost or unsure or standing between staying and leaving, remember this moment. Remember my voice, the way it shakes when I say your name. Remember how I said you are my home, my calm, my reason. Because this isn't just a message, it's a vow. I'll never stop choosing you. Even when you drift away, even when you stop believing, even when you forget me for a while, I'll still be here, waiting, praying, loving you in silence. So before you walk away, stop. Just stop. Close your eyes, breathe, and listen. Because even now, through every distance, through every silence, I'm still whispering the same words I've said from the very beginning. Don't go anywhere, my love. Not yet. Not when there's still so much I haven't said. Not when my heart still beats for you. Because no matter where you go or who you become, my love will find you. Every single time.